Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Unclear and today we're talking Sekiro, but this time something a bit different. Now I apologise in advance for my voice. I am currently fighting off the flu, but I thought I'd get this video out to you guys and just more gather your thoughts. I'll do a more in-depth video later on when I'm feeling 100%, but for now I just want to gather thoughts and let me know what you guys think of this game. So I'm reading online recently, and I'm not going to throw anyone's name out there. I'm not going to throw people under the bus. I'm going to throw reviewers or people through Reddit under the bus because that's not what I'm about. But I have been reading that Sekiro is too hard. Now I want to just straight out say I disagree, make my stand very clear, but I want to sort of explain why. Now, as someone who's played Demon Souls, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, I know that these games can be quite unforgiving, and I do know that sometimes they seem a bit unfair. Now the last two releases were obviously Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. I'm not including any remasters. They're the last two ones that sort of released that sort of went along their way. Now the reason Sekiro is so different from them and makes it so much harder is there was a small element to stealth to both those games. You had your visceral attacks if you were close enough and you could get them off, but most of the time you just went toe to toe with every enemy and you brute forced your way through it and then you dodged a little bit. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but that's how I played Bloodborne, that's how I played Dark Souls. Picked up a giant weapon and in Bloodborne you just had a firearm, shot slash, and then Dark Souls it was block slash. Like, there wasn't a lot of variation to the way you had to do combat. You didn't have to plan your moves and you could grind for levels and be stupidly overpowered before you fought any bosses. That's the way the game worked, that's the way the game was played. So before you fought boss 1 you could be level 70 and just mow them down without really trying, if you really want to go that far. But what I think made them so easy in comparison to Sekiro is the fact you could bring a friend in. Now let me elaborate a bit more on that. So in Dark Souls, you know, you could use your soapstone and summon to someone else's world. You could figure out where to go, where the ins and outs are, help them along the way, fight the boss, find a strat, go back to your game and then do it. And in Bloodborne you can do the same. But it gave you the element of there's no surprises anymore, you know, everyone is, you know, everyone's going to be fought, you know, the boss is going to be defeated, and you got XP and levels from that. So it wasn't so much hand holding, but it was more of, oh, this is what you do, and here's no threat to loss if you die. And that was quite a comforting experience in Dark Souls, and I know from playing Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1, you didn't have those options, and that game was definitely a lot harder than it should have been. But when you go to like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, you find that there's a lot more forgiving elements to the game, especially when you have your friends involved. Now you jump to Sekiro, and you don't have that anymore. You don't have someone you can summon in, and someone you can befriend, and someone that you can get into your game and help you along the way. You can't go to someone else's game and find out the ins and outs of a battle. You can't go and run around and explore the world, find out where enemies stand, go back to yours and then just kill them all one by one. You have to actually discover them for yourself. Hopefully you don't die, hopefully you get to a shrine, and then hopefully you can rest in time to go try and rinse and repeat, to do a bit of a farm, or just to get out of there. So that's where I think Sekiro has become a lot less forgiving. And those have been difficult. It's not difficult, it's strategic. I'd consider games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne more like checkers, and Sekiro more like chess. There's always a way to win, but it's not just a matter of jumping and taking quarters off the board. It's more about planning your future move, so your next move doesn't really matter too much, and you can carry on. Now, I am not going to say I'm perfect at this game, by any means. I've had many issues fighting a lot of bosses because I have played so much Dark Souls, and that was my downfall. I wanted to brute force the bosses and it just doesn't work. I wanted to get the fight over as fast as I could and win, and it doesn't work on these bosses. So the moment I'm up to the hour boss, I'm taking my time and trying to find everything and trying to get everywhere, trying to explore, trying to unlock every skill point, every skill tree, you know, just the fun stuff. But I'm finding with the hour boss, it is the pinnacle boss that you'll find tests your patience and test your willingness to stop, think, and react rather than just brute force, swing wildly, and hopefully kill something. So in terms of Sekiro being difficult, I'm going to say no, it's not difficult. It requires more thought. A lot of games now make you seem like a god among mortals. This game here is just you're all mortals and trying to find a way through a game. But I want to know what you guys think of Sekiro, if you've played it or watched people play it, if you watch my videos of me playing it. What you think. Do you think this game is actually too difficult for a lot of people? And if so, why? Because I'm curious to find out what people think and why they think it. So above you would have seen me running through a town in Sekiro. A town I actually trouble with the first time. And this is round 3 you're seeing right now. But anyway guys, I want to say thank you for sticking by watching this video. And if you do have any comments, let me know down below. So this is a discussion, not an argument, guys. So whatever points you bring up, they're all valid. Regardless of what stance you take, they're all valid. And I just want to bring up one more point, is that I am giving away a copy of Mutant Year Zero over on Steam. I'll leave the link to the Gleam entry down below in the description. The Absolver giveaway has ended. I'll be announcing that very shortly in another video. That'll be a separate video altogether. But for now guys, if you liked the video, a like rating on this video is much appreciated. If you're new to my channel and help support me grow, or if you've been here before and haven't hit that sub button yet, hit that sub button. I appreciate it oh so much. So as always guys, take care. Bye.